the fact is that this race is not over. Many in the media want to say it's over. For the 12th time, they're counting Donald Trump out. The fact that it's been 3 points, 4 points, 6 points is what can turn around in these next 2 weeks. We're not giving up. We know we can win this, and we are certainly not acceding to the same chattering class that's been wrong about Donald Trump for about a year and a half.
A fight to the finish. You heard it there. Just 15 days until the election, and Team Trump says this race is far from over despite some falling poll numbers. So can they turn it around? Here to weigh in, GOP strategist Noel Nickfor and Democratic strategist Atima Omar. Thank you both for joining us early this morning.
Thank you.
Noel, I'll start with you. What do you think? Still time to turn it around? 15 days left.
Well, you know, you can run, but you can't hide from these poll numbers. Although, you know, it looks like it could be dim, you never know, because after all, we are dealing with Donald Trump. And Donald Trump has really shocked us. As a GOP strategist and fundraiser, I have never seen anything like the movement of Donald Trump. And that's exactly what he is a movement. And I would also look at, you know, at Florida and Ohio. He has maintained at different points. He has maintained leads there. And that's not to say that he can't pick it up in the last 2 weeks and with the margin of error the way it is, and capture that lead again.
Yeah, we were just listening to Kristen Fisher. She was reporting specifically about Florida at the end of her report there, and said that it is still within the margin of error there. Let's take a look at this, the Real Clear Politics average of all the polls. Clinton is at 47.9% right now, with Trump coming in at 42%. So, Atima, what do you think in terms of this? Is Hillary Clinton going to take off from here?
Yeah, I think pretty much that she is. I mean, no candidate with Trump's polling numbers nationally has rebounded in modern presidential politics and polling. You know, she has doubled her lead with college-educated women, a group that Romney won by 6% in 12. And she has actually increased her lead with non-college educated women, a group that had sort of rallied to Trump even after the tapes. And this is polling that I've seen coming out with the ABC tracking poll that's kind of post the debate, post these tapes, post these accusers. So he's even losing amongst folks that he's had traditionally. The problem is he's not trying to expand his electorate. He did well in the primary. What he's doing now worked well during the primary, is not working well in the general when he has to convince independents and even the Republican Party, which is fleeing him in a lot of states. You've got Republican leaders who don't want to endorse him. You got Paul Ryan who doesn't want to campaign for him, which would normally be the case.
Well,
at this point.
let's move on to this next topic, though. There are some new leaked emails that reveal the campaign plan specifically to court African American voters. And let's take a look at this first email that was released. This is from Amanda Rentieri, and she emailed this to some Clinton staff members saying, "Is everyone comfortable with her saying, 'Yo, mama?'" And then in return, Maya Harris emails this back, and these are both quotes. She says, "No, please, let's revise." So, Atima, does that offend you that they were even considering using that comment?
No, I mean, as an African-American voter, and as someone who's been involved in the African-American community, you know, and someone who's also been, like, on campaigns, there's always ideas batted around about how to make somebody relatable. They obviously thought not to use it, which I thought would have been a smart move on their part. I think that the important thing to remember is that Clinton's doing well because her issues as it regards addressing the concerns of African Americans are pretty much right on point when it comes to criminal justice reform, when it comes to addressing law enforcement, police brutality, the economy. You know, she's in the 90s with African Americans, which even Republicans generally most times in this election are at about, you know, 80, even maybe 70% with African Americans. But she's doing so well because she's speaking right to the issues that concern them.
Noel, you get the last word here quickly.
Seriously, I could not believe that anybody not only would email that around that she should use "yo mama" phrase, the fact that they would think this is a way to relate to African Americans to get their vote is preposterous. I think this was the silliest thing.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they didn't use it, but gosh.
Well, I have to leave it there. Thank you both for joining us this morning. Appreciate your comments. Thanks.
All right, thank you.